We're about to show you video of one child's arrest. You may find it extremely hard to watch and to hear. The mother and the child involved want you to see and to hear what he went through in hopes that his story will prevent an arrest like this from happening again.
All right. No, I got it. That's okay. I got it. He's good. He's mine now. All right, don't move. You spit on me, I'll put a hood on you.
Listen to what happened here.
You can't bully your way through this, dude.
In a North Carolina school, grades K through 5.
Don't make a wrong move.
September 2018.
Just chill out.
An interaction captured on the school resource officer's body camera. A student with autism handcuffed with his hands behind his back, pinned on the floor for 38 minutes. At one point, court records say the officer puts his knee in the child's back.
You ever been charged with a crime before? You ever been charged before? Okay, well, you're fixing to.
The SRO got involved because the child spit.
But you don't spit here. He's gonna get charged. So, if you, my friend, are not acquainted with the juvenile justice system, you will be very shortly.
The child arrested, 7 years old.
It was horrifying. It was really scary.
His mother, Alicia Girardi, describes walking into the school that day.
At that point, I had no idea what had occurred, and he's just a little person, a little guy on the floor, handcuffed.
Was that necessary?
Yes, unfortunately.
It was disgusting. It's really, really disgusting.
Come on, man.
It was a very rude awakening because when I arrived there and I picked my son up off the floor, he was limp, completely limp.
We agreed not to show his face or use his name so this video does not follow him forever.
We were shocked by the video. We were stunned.
Which says a lot coming from the woman whose job it is to protect students at this school district.
It's not the way we are trained to talk to children. You know, in no form or fashion would our school district ever condone that kind of, almost, in my mind, a little bit of bullying.
I'm the arresting officer, okay?
The officer defends his action, saying in a statement he did not know about the student's medical condition and was trying to keep the child safe using the only training he had. In case after case across the country, we see the same scene played out. Federal data from the most recent school year available shows 715 students 5th grade or younger arrested at school. Our analysis found Black and disabled students were disproportionately more likely to be arrested than white students or those with no disability.
It's a deep, deep concern for all of us.
We shared our analysis with Catherine Lehman, Assistant Secretary for the Office of Civil Rights at the U.S. Department of Education.
It is deeply distressing to me to see that there are students who are treated differently in school, and it looks like they're treated differently because of who they are.
14 states had a higher rate of arrest than the national average.
We have, as I said, one of the most robust SRO programs in the nation.
Including Virginia, where it's 5 times higher. We went there to find out why. Is it acceptable to arrest an elementary school child?
Unfortunately, there are incidences, although they be rare, where a student is definitely on a trajectory of creating violence, either at school or other places. Virginia has a law that requires that certain violations of criminal law be reported to law enforcement.
Hey, sweetie, how are you?
The state of Georgia sees it differently.
We've never done it.
In Atlanta, schools police chief Ron Applin says he can't imagine ever arresting an elementary school student.
I've never seen a situation or circumstance in my 6 years where an elementary student had to be arrested.
After ranking in the top 10 nationally in elementary school arrest rates,
To protect people.
Georgia changed its approach in 2018.
Yeah.
You did good? Good choices?
Yeah.
Yeah, there you go. 5.
Georgia now trains their SROs to stop being cops who arrest and instead teaches them to nurture every student all the way through graduation.
We believe that it's very important that when a person goes from a law enforcement officer
to a school resource officer, there is a change in that mindset.
You're welcome, Hudson.
After the change in approach to training, Colonel Murray Kogod says arrest of young students dropped to 0.
We want these kids to succeed, and we know they're going to make mistakes. We know that, okay? But the answer isn't always the legal process. The answer isn't always putting them in the criminal justice system.
I'd like you to watch this video from North Carolina.
You can't break them, just FYI. He is going to be charged with 1 count of assault, maybe 2. If you, my friend, are not acquainted with the juvenile justice system, you will be very shortly.
There are a handful of cases that we investigate that I will never forget, and this video is in that category.
Alicia and her son won't ever forget.
How does it make you feel?
Angry. I just found this one at a bookstore.
Despite all he's been through, he's still just a kid. And the very same little hands that had once been in handcuffs now reach for the very thing that gives him his greatest comfort, his blanket.
It was 1989. That's what soul, the head was low.